In this video, we're going to cover a detailed summary of Euripides' tragic play, Medea, exploring its powerful story, emotions, and consequences in narrative form. So let's start. Medea is a tragic Greek play that explores betrayal, revenge, and the destructive power of uncontrolled emotion. The story takes place in Corinth, where Medea lives as a foreigner with her husband Jason and their children. Medea once sacrificed everything for Jason, abandoning her homeland, betraying her family, and using her magical powers to help him achieve fame and success. However, as the play begins, Jason has decided to abandon Medea in order to marry Glauce, the daughter of King Creon of Corinth, believing this new marriage will improve his social status and secure a prosperous future. Medea is devastated by Jason's betrayal. She feels humiliated, abandoned, and enraged. As a woman and a foreigner, she has no legal protection or social power in Corinth. Her suffering is not quiet or passive, it is intense and consuming. Medea reflects on the unfair position of women in society, where loyalty and sacrifice are often rewarded with betrayal. Her pain gradually transforms into a burning desire for revenge. Creon, the king of Corinth, fears Medea's intelligence and emotional intensity. He believes she's dangerous and orders her immediate exile from the city. Medea pleads with him for one more day, pretending submission while secretly planning her revenge. Creon reluctantly agrees, unaware that this single day will be enough for Medea to destroy his family and his kingdom. Jason attempts to justify his actions, claiming that his new marriage will benefit Medea and their children by giving them security and influence. He dismisses Medea's sacrifices and accuses her of overreacting. This deepens Medea's rage, as Jason refuses to take responsibility for his betrayal. Their confrontation reveals Jason's arrogance and moral blindness, contrasting sharply with Medea's emotional depth and sense of justice. Medea then encounters Egeus, the king of Athens, who is seeking help to have children. Medea promises to use her magical knowledge to help him in exchange for safe refuge in Athens after her revenge is complete. Egeus agrees, unknowingly securing Medea's escape route. With her future safety assured, her resolve becomes absolute. Medea begins to craft a carefully calculated plan. She pretends to accept Jason's marriage and sends gifts to Glauce through her children, a beautiful robe and a golden crown. These gifts, however, are poisoned. When Glauce puts them on, the poison burns her flesh, killing her in agony. Creon rushes to save his daughter, but he too is consumed by the poison and dies beside her. In a single act, Medea destroys both the royal bride and the king of Corinth. Despite achieving this revenge, Medea's plan is not yet complete. She believes that Jason must suffer the deepest pain possible, greater than the loss of status or wealth. She decides that the ultimate punishment is to destroy his legacy by killing their children. This decision torments Medea, as she genuinely loves her children. She struggles between maternal love and her desire for revenge, revealing the tragic complexity of her character. In one of the most powerful moments of the play, Medea debates her own heart. She understands the horror of her intended act, yet convinces herself that her enemies must not be allowed to mock her or escape punishment. Her desire for justice, twisted by rage, overwhelms her compassion. Medea ultimately chooses revenge over motherhood, fully aware of their irreversible consequences. Medea kills her children inside the house, committing an act that shocks and horrifies. Jason arrives too late to stop her. When he learns of their deaths, he is devastated beyond measure. Medea appears above the house in a chariot sent by the sun god Helios, her divine ancestor. Elevated above Jason, both physically and morally in her own eyes, she refuses him the chance to touch or bury the children. Medea confronts Jason one final time, accusing him of betrayal and broken oaths. Jason curses her as a monster, while Medea remains cold and resolute, believing her actions were justified by his disloyalty. She escapes to Athens, untouched by punishment, leaving Jason alone in complete ruin. He has lost his bride, his children, his future, and his pride. The play ends without reconciliation or moral comfort. Jason is destroyed, but Medea is not redeemed. Euripides presents a disturbing portrait of human emotion, where intelligence and passion combine to create unimaginable destruction. Medea is neither simple villain nor a helpless victim. She's a deeply complex character whose suffering leads her to monstrous acts. Medea explores themes of betrayal, gender inequality, exile, and the destructive power of unchecked emotion. It challenges the audience to confront uncomfortable questions about justice, revenge, and moral responsibility. The play ends as a grim reminder that when reason is overwhelmed by rage, the consequences can be devastating and irreversible.